Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Mike Lindsley back here at Rosie's Corner for 9 minutes with me on IGTV, YouTube, and Facebook. Don't forget to hit me on Twitter at Mike L Sports and download and subscribe to my podcast. It's called the ML Sports Platter, all over Spotify, Google Podcasts, and Apple Podcasts, of course, Stitcher, the Podbean app, YouTube, and Tumblr. So hop on and download and subscribe. Do leave that 5-star review in the feedback because that helps an awful lot. As far as here at Rosie's, it's been a really busy week. If you're in and around Central New York, you know people are down here stopping to eat, watching the fireworks. You got to get down here for Fish Friday. They've got their Pork Wednesday. They've got their Taco Tuesday. They've got Cruise Night with the classic cars on Mondays as well. So if you are in and around Central New York, come to Rosie's Corner, grab your pizza, grab your wings, grab your salads and sandwiches. It's all here at Rosie's Corner, and they are also available on Grubhub, and you can follow them on Instagram and like them on Facebook to check out more about what's going on at Rosie's Corner. Kawhi Leonard, at this point, is the most sought-after free agent that's out there, and now that I think with Durant and Kyrie Irving signing with the Brooklyn Nets, Kawhi Leonard, if you think about it, he holds so much in his hands in terms of the NBA free agency. When you think about the teams that he could impact, it was reported, I guess, not too long ago by Chris Broussard on the Colin Cowherd show that the Clippers are basically out and that it's a coin flip at this point between Toronto and the LA Lakers. Well, right there, he's already impacted somebody by not going there. The LA Clippers could have completely and utterly changed on the complete periphery of the franchise and everything else. They could have gotten arguably the best player in the NBA. There's been arguments for that. Kawhi's a two-time champion. Kawhi is a two-time NBA Finals champ. He rises to the occasion, and look what he did for that Toronto Raptors team. When you look at the situation with Kawhi Leonard and the Clippers, it could have been a whole different ballgame. The Lakers made their splash and got LeBron and Anthony Davis. Well, look over here. We're the Clippers. We got Kawhi Leonard. Now they've got to go in a different direction with possibly a free agent, maybe offering a max deal to somebody else. Kemba Walker's off the table as well because he signed with the Boston Celtics. So it's going to be fascinating to see where the Clippers go, and it's going to be obviously way more fascinating to see where Kawhi Leonard goes. And you know what? I mean, I think he's perfect in Toronto. I think they've really got something building and special there. But the enticing LA market, it might be too sweet to pass up for Kawhi Leonard. I predicted he was going to go to the Clippers. Actually, I was obviously wrong on that. But for Kawhi Leonard and the LA Lakers, you're going to now see the next super team. You're going to see the next three-man show here, the next trio. I don't know if they're going to be dominant. I don't know if they're going to win a championship. I don't know if they're going to win multiple championships because LeBron James is still coming back from a year in which he was injured for the first time really in his career. Anthony Davis going to LA, he'll be terrific as well. But how many years do you have with King James at this point until he's done? I mean, he's played a lot of minutes. He's got a lot of basketball life on that body. But, boy, if you add Kawhi Leonard, you've got a monster team right there, and probably because of the situation in Golden State with Durant leaving and Klay Thompson probably out for the entire season next year with the ACL, you might have to say that the Lakers are the favorite. Now, they do need a supporting cast. They need some role guys and all the rest. But if Kawhi Leonard were to go there, that would be an unbelievable thing. If you think about it, if he doesn't go back to Toronto, that also impacts all the other teams in the East because now you've got the Milwaukee Bucks that are ahead of him. You've got the Philadelphia 76ers that probably leapfrog, and they're ahead of them. Could the Boston Celtics take a jump and be ahead of them? That puts Toronto way down the ladder, in my opinion, in the East if Kawhi Leonard does not return. As far as the LA Lakers situation goes, there were a lot of people, Laker fans, NBA people, who got pissed off when Kevin Durant went to the Golden State Warriors and join the super team and all that. I got news for you. I didn't give a flying rat's you-know-what about him joining that team. I do know where people were coming from. I understand the whole thing. But people, this was no different than a monster trio in L.A. with Worthy and Abdul-Jabbar and Magic Johnson and Larry Bird in Boston with Robert Parrish and Kevin McHale, Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, Horace Grant, and later on Dennis Rodman, Ginobili, Parker, and Tim Duncan, John Havlicek, Bill Russell, and Bob Cousy. I mean, this stuff has happened all the time. In order to win a championship or be a dynasty, most of the time you've got 3, sometimes 4 Hall of Famers. In the case of the Warriors, they probably got 5 because of Iguodala. But at the time, it was led by Curry and Klay Thompson when Kevin Durant joined, and then he basically made them an absolute juggernaut. I know where people were coming from. I know why people were upset and all that, but we've done this for years and years and years. So if Kawhi Leonard goes to the LA Lakers, A, it doesn't guarantee anything in my opinion, and B, we've done this before. We've been doing the super team thing for years and years and years and years. And so when you take a look at the overall big picture, I mean, Kawhi Leonard going to LA, does he have a better chance to win a championship there? I'm not sure. I think maybe if he stays in Toronto, believe it or not, with that supporting cast, Pascal Siakam played extremely, extremely well in the postseason. I was very, very impressed with him. You've got role guys across the board. Gasol was fantastic. Fred VanVleet and some other players. If you're Kawhi Leonard, you might have a better chance of going to Toronto and showing up in a couple more NBA finals. If he goes to LA and they don't get to the finals this upcoming year, you got to contend and deal with a fully stacked and healthy Golden State team. So I'm not sure if his chances are better in LA or Toronto to win yet another championship. But what I do know is that there are all these teams that are affected. The Clippers are already affected because he's not going there. Toronto is going to be affected one way or the other. They're either going to stay at the top of the East or they're going to take a major step back if they don't have Kawhi Leonard. If he doesn't go to Toronto, all the other teams are affected because they can leapfrog Toronto. If he goes to the LA Lakers, he makes them an instant power and a team that might be the favorite to go to the NBA Finals. So there's a lot going on here with Kawhi Leonard. There's a lot going on in NBA free agency. It's been an unbelievable whirlwind. I've been listening to NBA pods like crazy with Adrian Wojnarowski and Ramona Shelburne and Bobby Marks and all these NBA people and Brian Windhorst and Bill Simmons and Chris Broussard and Colin Cowherd. It's been just a wild, wild frenzy a few days here to start the month, and we'll see what happens with this Kawhi Leonard situation. But right now, he is easily the guy that's being targeted for sure by those two teams, and it's a coin flip between Toronto and the LA Lakers. I already predicted him to go to the Clippers. I was wrong on that. I'm not predicting anything else. I mean, I guess I got a 50-50 shot taking Toronto or the Lakers, but I'm going to sit back and enjoy this one and see how it plays out. Mike Lindsley here with you. It's 9 Minutes with me on IGTV, on Facebook, and on YouTube. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit me on Twitter at Mike L Sports. Visit my Yankees and baseball website, pinstripepassion.com. And oh, by the way, you can download and subscribe to my podcast. It's called the ML Sports Platter. It's all over Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Google Podcasts, as well as Stitcher and the Podbean app, and YouTube and Tumblr. We are here from Rosie's Corner in Brewerton. If you are in and around Central New York, you got to get here right off the Bartell Road exit in Brewerton. You take a quick right, and then you take a quick right up on 11, and it is to die for. The pizza, the wings, the hot and cold subs, the salads. They do themed food all the time during the week. Fish Friday with your mac and cheese or your coleslaw. Pork Wednesdays. You've got your Monday cruise nights with the classic cars, and Tuesday's a biggie as well because they do Taco Tuesday all day and night, and then at night you come here for Ice Cream Social. You take a picture with your ice cream and yourself. You post it on social media, Instagram, Facebook. You tag Rosie's. You get a free small cone to use that same night or later on. So get here to Rosie's Corner, the official pizza shop of the ML Sports Platter. You can also like them on Facebook, follow them on Instagram, and of course, they are available on Grubhub as well. Thanks to Jason, Jody, and the gang for having me out. Boy, can't wait to see what happens with Kawhi Leonard. NBA free agency has been absolutely wild. 9 Minutes with me, Mike Lindsley. Thanks for watching on IGTV, YouTube, and Facebook. As I always tell you, enjoy the games.